So while watching Attack on Titan, I found one scene really, how should I say, peculiar. It's been on my mind for a while and I just have to talk about it. So I thought why not make a video about it. Also note, this isn't a criticism of Attack on Titan as a whole just yet anyways. I'll get to that later. For now, this is just scene that really raised my eyebrows and I thought it would be fun to talk about. So how should we start? Well, don't you just hate it when you kidnap a 9-year-old girl and this crazy kid shows up in front of your door? How do you find this place anyway? Oh yeah, the girl was lying in the middle of a room. Anyone can look in through the windows to see. Because abusing a little girl is apparently something you'd like to share with the world. So let's move on to the bigger issue. Doesn't this place have some kind of security? Normal houses have security. You'd think a kidnapper's hideout would like to use one too. I don't know how much of the world's technology was lost when the Titans attacked that people don't know how to make keys anymore. Oh wait, we know keys still exist because of that basement the fandom will never stop reminding you about. But even if you can't use the locking key, a sliding lock should have been easy for anyone to install. So a little after Eren played innocent, he suddenly becomes a badass and kills the kidnappers. I know he sneak attacked the first guy, but the second guy should have been on his guard, and yet this 9-year-old kid still overpowered him. Stabbing the kidnapper over and over, yelling shit like how he's a disease and should die with the craziness you'd expect from Light Yagami. How is this 9-year-old boy such a ferocious killer on a justice crusade anyway? I thought I might have missed something and he was actually a child soldier, but just from what the anime told us, he's simply a kid raised by his scientist father. Then for some reason he storms a kidnapper's hideout to save a girl he never even met. I thought his revenge boner for the Titans was melodramatic enough, but apparently he's always been like this for some reason. I heard a lot of people criticize Reisuke from Mirai Nikki for being a genius psychopath at the age of 5, but at least with that series, it actually treats him as a ridiculous, surreal character, and his past was mysterious enough to leave possibilities. Oh, and we're about to get to the best part. While Eren was freeing Mikasa, the third kidnapper attacks and strangles him, but for some reason, Eren was able to speak coherently through that. I know the voice actor made the effort to sound like he's speaking with difficulty, but seriously, have you ever tried talking while you're being choked? You'd probably fail. That adding to the fact that this is a 9-year-old boy being choked by a full-grown man. This is just ridiculous. How else am I supposed to put it? Shouldn't he instinctively focus more on trying to breathe? Oh, and you know what Eren says? He tells Mikasa to kill the kidnapper right in front of the kidnapper himself. The kidnapper should have been aware of this and how the boy came in earlier to free the kidnapped girl, yet just stood there with his back out for the girl to freely stab. Then last but not least, after learning some common sense, this 9-year-old girl suddenly becomes strong enough to break the handle of the knife and the floorboards before killing the last kidnapper. So yeah, that happened. Probably the most ridiculous scene I've seen in anime, and I've seen Big Order. Though I heard with that series, the anime butchered the manga. I'm not sure how true that is. So at least I'll just say the anime is dumb. I don't know about the manga. Maybe I'll check it out at some point. I know Attack on Titan as a whole isn't as dumb as the Big Order anime, but I don't know any other shows that has had more wrong with it within just a 4-minute scene. But hey, at least it gave me a laugh, which would give it points if it was a comedy. I know the message Mikasa's backstory was trying to send, a fairly simple theme about fighting for survival and giving a reason why she's loyal to Eren. I appreciate the story trying to develop the characters, but because of how dumb this whole backstory played out, it ended up looking more like a joke, and that's my problem with it. If you want to hear more about my thoughts on this series, I'm actually planning to do a complete review on the first season of Attack on Titan once I finish it. I'm currently 11 episodes in, so it may take a while, but I'm glad I can already find something to talk about with it. I wouldn't actually judge if the series is good or bad just yet, but if you must know, I do have some good to say about it, along with more bad, so stay tuned. Speaking of staying tuned, why not subscribe for more content? I like to talk about anime and manga on this channel, and I think that's fun. Also, insert obligatory like and comment quote here, and have a nice day.